Hello and welcome to Ecoholics. This is the third video in the series of Economics Optional paper discussion that was conducted by UPSC in 2022 January month. So this is the third question. We were discussing about the question. So if you haven't seen the previous video, please do watch. Link is given in the description because it is important to watch those videos before coming to this. Okay. So as I have explained in the previous video, do you think again? So this is a directive which gives direction, what to write, how to write. So do you think that effective land reforms are necessary but not sufficient condition for raising agricultural productivity in India? Explain your answer. Another directive is explain. So what you have to, they're asking do you think, I have explained again, but I am explaining again here. If they're asking do you think, do not give your own opinion. Whatever you think doesn't matter because you are an aspirant only. You are not a kind of economist, celebrity or a bureaucrat. So here your own opinion doesn't matter. What matters is what UPSC wants to listen from you. So do you think means whatever the 90% population are saying, it means the newspaper articles, the books, these are the things. Do you think that effective land reforms, because if you remember the land reforms, there are four major, but only the first one, abolition of zamindari system, was implemented properly, but other three were not effectively implemented. So this is interrogative type of question because it's a question mark. So are necessary but not sufficient condition for raising agriculture productivity in India. Now why the question comes into the examination? The reason is very simple. You can see that urbanization is expanding. You can see everyone is building, constructing something because population is growing, we need to provide housing, etc. So every time you see the cities are expanding and agricultural land is shrinking. When the agricultural land is shrinking, it is important to raise the productivity because if you do not raise the productivity, you will not be able to feed the whole population. So if you ask over the years, agricultural land is shrinking. So if the land is shrinking, it means we have to think about productivity. That's why the question is here in the examination. So do you think that effective land reforms are necessary but not sufficient condition to raising productivity? It means what UPSC is asking that irrespective of land reforms, can you raise agricultural productivity? So the answer to the question is yes, we can raise. We can raise the productivity with the help of technology, with the help of quality seeds, etc. etc. This is you have to write in this. Explain your answer. So you can see that land reforms are necessary because land reforms will help in raising the productivity, but it is not the sufficient or we can say very important point to raise the productivity. So the answer to the question is yes, I think it is an effective land reforms will help, but these alone will not help. Along with it, we need few more reforms like quality, the productivity will increase with the market efficiency, losses should be minimized, things will help. Explain your answer. It means whatever you are giving the points, you have to explain. It's not just you are writing the bullet points. So if you write the answer into small bullet points, you will not get marks because here each and every point you have to explain. Okay, I hope you are able to understand the question, what to write. Let's move on to the next one. If you have any doubt in the previous question, you can mention in the comment section, as well as my WhatsApp number is given in the description, so you can contact there as well. Examine how the domestic companies are competing with the MNCs in the post-liberalization era. If you have seen the previous two videos, you must have seen that there were questions from pre-liberalization. If you see the syllabus, direct question is from the syllabus. Very easy to understand and very easy to write. But what is important is to understand the question first. So here see, the post-liberalization period, it means 1991 to present, I can say 2022 where I am making this video. Examine how domestic companies are competing with the MNCs. Now you remember that 1991 was the time period where they have started economic reforms, and when they have started economic reforms, MNCs started coming into India. And when MNCs started coming into India, it means domestic companies will struggle. And that the same thing happened. You can see a lot of privatization happened. public sector enterprises that we had discussed in the last video, gradually they are like shutting down. So yes, we have to accept that there is competition. But how? The question is, examine how the domestic companies are competing with the MNCs. And the answer to the question is that if MNCs are bringing in something, they are bringing in technology, they are bringing expertise, they are bringing in finances, and if they are bringing something, there will be a ripple effect, domino effect. They will create economies of scale. This is how domestic companies are competing. They are having technology, so the level is rising. So how they are competing? They are competing with the technology, they are competing with the labor. People are studying abroad, coming into India, they are bringing technology, they are bringing advanced things. So how? Here you have to write what you have to write here. So how they are competing. So if you answer how, then you will be able to get marks. Okay, I hope you are able to understand. Last question in this video. Again the word analyze. Analyze the impact of green revolution. Understand the word impact. Whenever we take the answer writing classes in our economics optional batch, we put a lot of stress on these words. Because if you do not write impact, you write something else, you will not get marks. And then you say that UPSC doesn't give marks. UPSC give always less marks. It's not like that. So analyze the impact of green revolution on agricultural output, employment, and income distribution in India. So what you have to do? You have to analyze impact of green revolution. So first you write in the answer, you write introduction, and what you have to write in the introduction, that you understood the question. Do not repeat the same thing which is written in the question. So analyze the impact of green revolution on this in India. So you can see that green revolution, how you can write the introduction. Green revolution, as the name suggests, revolution in the agricultural sector, and it suddenly raised the productivity of Indian agriculture and solved the crisis of food shortage in the 1960s. That's the introduction. What they are saying? Impact. Now you have written the introduction which is having a bird's eye view. So if you write something like bird's eye view, whoever is reading your answer, the person will generate the interest, the curiosity. That you have to do. So because if the person will read the answer with some curiosity, you will get more marks. So the impact on output went up. Employment went up. And income distribution, although initially it was inequality. Because if you see the green revolution, it was mainly in the states of Punjab, in the states of Haryana, and I can say western Uttar Pradesh. That was the major. We can say started with wheat, then later on with rice after 4 or 5 years, and to the southern states as well, the coastal states. Not only southern but coastal, we can say. So the impact was huge on the output as well, employment as well. People got the employment. So yes, you have to accept that have impacted. But the answer to the question is how. So you have to analyze that and write the answer. That too in terms of points, we can say, because they are not asking to explain it, we just have to analyze. So what was before, what was after, this you have to write. Okay, I hope you are able to understand. And that's it for this video. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe Ecoholics. If you want more economics optional PDF videos that are available on Ecoholics mobile app, link is given in the description. You can download it and get the access of those things for free. If you have any doubt in these video series or any doubt regarding economics optional, Indian Economic Service, you can contact on the number given in the description of this video. That's my WhatsApp number. You can just WhatsApp and ask your doubt. Okay, thank you so much and have a nice day.